And as always, wonderful and beautiful, glorious day it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us all rejoice and be glad in it. It is a soulful Sunday. Absolutely. Excuse me, not soulful Sunday. It's a super Saturday. Absolutely, it is. It is. Yeah, and you could tell I haven't done these in a little while, about a couple of weeks. But it is a super Saturday. Absolutely, it is. It is April 5th, 2025. Weekly trade watch list on deck. All right. Yours YT on YT. Yours truly on YouTube. All right. All right. And we simply looking at gold. We simply looking at gold on a high, let's see, on a 15-minute time frame perspective, but I want to go to the 1 hour. I want to go to the 1 hour. All right. Cool. All right. Cool. Oh, goodness. I just got through putting my body through an intense workout. 30 to 35-minute hit cardio workout video, and then gave myself about like a 10-15 minute break. Then went out there and did three sets of different arm exercises, and call it a day. Since today I hit arms, but guess what? I got to put in work tomorrow again. I got to do another hit cardio, and then get a 10-15 minute break afterwards, and then go out there and do abs, 3 exercises, 3 different ab exercises, and the reps to go behind it. Got to put my body through that work. Worst day is the first day, all right? What's simply that goal, right? Here's the spiel. Took a gold trade for a 1 to 10 right here. Simply being, recognized that we were in a distribution Wyckoff schematic, right? And we're looking at signs of liquidity. I'm helping my community and everybody else who needs help identify signs of liquidity. All right, whether that be structure high, structure low, session high, session low, trend line liquidity, double bottom, triple bottom, double top, triple top. All right, all of his liquidity, and the market runs off of it. Once it absorbs the liquidity, it likes to reverse to the other side, and you want to do that with confirmation, not just guess. Also, if you cannot see the liquidity, you are the liquidity. All right, so that's just the saying. That's just a trader saying. If you cannot identify the liquidity, you are indeed the liquidity. All right, so with this particular deal right here, I threw on this Asian session range, right? And so went down to the M5. Okay. And this was a trade that, we took. This right here was the inducement. Okay. We had trend line liquidity, everybody, making everybody put their buy orders on this trend line. Took this liquidity right here, took that high, yank them down. Boom. This is the inducement that induced the this trend line liquidity. Boom. And then did what? Followed through and created a bullish breaker structure. So this low led to this high. This is where the market created a pivot, created a bearish divergence, and then the market changed character, which is also taking sell side liquidity. But after this change of character, the market did not do what? Return to the supply zone that caused the change of character. It kept on going down to a demand zone, which gave us evidence that what? This is a retracement, a bearish retracement, not a bearish trend change. It's a bearish retracement. This is a distribution. This is a redistribution to go down and then do what? Take buys right here from what? This inducement right here. So this was trend line liquidity on the M15. Had everybody what? Layering in their buy orders, yanked them right here, absorbed that liquidity, and then ran off with a what? A follow through and a break of structure, right? So now that the market has did what? Broken this high and created a new high, buy side liquidity being taken, which means what? Takes the buy side liquidity, reverse to the other side. So it took this high, created a new high, and bam, reversed. See, the market moves off of liquidity. The market moves off of liquidity. You can't just trade from a liquidity standpoint. You got to also trade. Hey, you want to combine Wyckoff market price cycles. You want to combine what is the structure based off the time frame I'm looking at. What is the external structure and what is the internal? What is the external structure and what is the internal structure? You also want to see what type of liquidity was taken. What is it a minor liquidity? Is a minor inducement, medium liquidity, medium inducement? Is it a major liquidity, a major inducement? All right. And so normally what happens is the traders will get induced, and then we have to see if the market is going to follow through with a breaker structure. If it doesn't, then excuse me. If it doesn't, then like this, for instance, if this inducement didn't follow through with creating this high and it stopped somewhere in between here, then the buyers are not in control. Okay. So what happens is after the market is induced, if there's a follow through with a breaker structure, then that's who's in control, whoever did the inducement. Okay. But if the market induced and it did not follow through with a breaker structure, whoever did the inducement, the buyers or the sellers, is not in control. All right. So we were able to capitalize off of this deal right here. Something I'd like to see as far as my divergences. Divergence, change of character. We had a redistribution. The market did not come back, hit the supply zone that caused a change of character. Kept going down. Boom. Came back to refill this imbalance, this inducement. Boom. Took people's, this is a trend line liquidity. Took their stop losses, took their liquidity. Boom. Waited for what? Signs of bullish reaction. Set a buy limit right here because we seen what? Trend line liquidity. Right? Set a buy limit right here, and then stop losses are literally right below this low right here, 19 pips. And it did what? Did its thing, rally off, took on up to the upside, and then did what? Hit the 1 to 10 full volume. All right. So that was the deal on that. All right. That was the deal. Oh my God. But now, since this what? Supply zone has been broken, this is a what? A smart money trap, which means they had what? The smart money traders, smart money concept traders, they thought, sellers were going to appear from right here. They gave what? A little reaction to then do what? Run their stop losses. And this right here is liquidity because it's an old high, right? They got disrespected and a new high was created. Buy side liquidity was taken and rallied up. Now you're looking for a sell. So that's why you see this high created this low. This came back and refilled what? This supply zone right here, created a lower high, and went and did what? Broke this structure right here and created a new low. And it kept rallying on down, right? So we were able to take this particular trade right here. And why is that? This is before, and this is a divergence, and this is a bullish change of character. You see how price is literally slanting lower from here to here, and price is slanting upward on the RSI, making this midpoint the change of character, right? So now I know I always go for 1 to 10 regardless, but I knew this wasn't going to be a bullish trend change because number one, on the 1 hour time frame, we have a distribution, we have a bearish divergence, and the market changing character. All right, so I knew I was buying back into a correction, a retracement. Okay, which we did capitalize off of. Obviously, I looked at this zone on a 1 minute time frame, on the M1 time frame, and I said, okay, cool, bet. This right here is a sell side liquidity being taken. Okay, so boom, after that sell side liquidity was taken, right, I was waiting for bullish confirmation. So you got a low, you got a high, you got a higher low, you got bam, broke this supply zone, created this high. And what I did was put a buy limit right here. Boom, buy limit, pending order, stop loss right below this low. And then guess what? It rallied off and took off. This was break even. This right here was TP1 since this was a 5 minute redistribution. So bam, took off. I took partials right here, and then bam, it did its thing, right? And I was able to. I took several buys right here, and the market was playing around. Ended up going back up, and this one ended up hitting stop loss. It didn't come to my break even area for this particular trade, but hey, it's all good. So, but then um, what happened on this particular Asian session on Friday? You know that the completion of when you got the Asian session high, Asian session low, is medium liquidity. It's medium liquidity, and so what happened was that okay, when the Asian session was completed, Frankfurt Open is somewhere like right after the Asian session. Frankfurt Open is normally a trap. We had the sell side liquidity being taken, Asian low, and then you had a bullish confirmation on the M1 time frame coming out of here during the London session. So you got a divergence and change of character, right? It's price landing lower, and then price landing upward on the RSI. And then this was the particular entry. I didn't take this entry, but I'm just saying, uh, market came up here, took this trend line liquidity, created this high. This high came back and respected create a higher low. So this was a good dope entry to do buy. That's a break of structure, and the market kept on doing continue to go. This is a inducement, came through with a follow through, distribution, redistribution, took out this low, induced this, and then rallied off and took off and went up. So yeah, could have caught a trade. Like I said, we went up for the London session, so I don't look at it as a missed opportunity. I just say just some homework. And so now you have Asia low taken and then Asia high taken. After Asia high was taken, what happened? What a drop for New York. And New York is right here. So yeah, when you're able to understand the market price cycles, you're able to understand you want to trade with a session volatility. So if you're looking at gold, normally gold is going to move in either London or New York. You really don't want to trade gold during the Asian session because the Asian session is increasing liquidity for orders to be liquidated. Buy stop orders, sell stop orders, buy limit orders, sell limit orders to be ran because breakout traders, break and retest traders, smart money concept traders showing smart money traps and things of that nature. So if you don't see the liquidity, you become liquidity. So now on the 1 hour time frame, you have this divergence right here, which is the high of the distribution, and this is the low, right? This low ended up leading to what? This high being the lower high. Let's see, this high. And then now we see that we have a 1 hour imbalance right here, right? So price ended up doing this. Let's see. Came resting right here. This low did not lead to a new high. So market came down like this. Boom, boom, boom. Rested, rallied up, took that high, took that liquidity, and then went down to the downside. Broke this low, took this liquidity. So now, because this structure low right here was taken, breaking structure, you're going to anticipate that the bulls want to come back in because now an old low has been broken and a new low has been formed, which is sell side liquidity being taken, right? So now you're going to anticipate this thing maybe want to do a bullish retracement to go refill a supply zone. You can definitely, if you're an advanced trader, you can definitely catch a buy back into a supply zone. You see it already started the bullish move. You already got this taking sell side liquidity. This is a divergence. This is a change of character without even looking at the RSI. So this is slanting lower like this. And on the RSI is going to be slanting upward. Look at it. So boom. Price is slanting upward. And then this point is a change of character, which is also a bullish change of character, which is also a buy side liquidity being taken. All right. So now what do we have? Okay, this was refilled. Boom, follow through. Internal high, low, boom. So this is the zone right here that has not been refilled yet. This demand zone right here has not been refilled for a buy. You just mark that out like so. And so you let the price come back to you. You let the price do what it wants to do, and you just read and react. Read and react. Read and react. All right. Read and react. So you want to make sure you want to have at least 4 to 5 confirmations aligned for a buy or sell. Market structure. Okay, for the sales, it's like this. Okay. Buy side liquidity being taken, which means an old high was broken and a new high was formed. Session volatility is the pair that you're looking at in session and is it volatile with the session, with the particular session, whether it's Asia, London, New York. Okay, because then you want to do timing. You want to have timing in the market, session volatility. Make sure it's in the proper kill zone. Okay. You can do the Wyckoff market price cycle, smart money concepts, smart money traps, liquidity cycle. So, for example, for sales, buy side liquidity being taken, market structure bearish, and then selling inducement. Be looking for a distribution, things of that nature, and the daily cycle. So we have several confluences. You have several confluences lining up for a buy or sell. That's what you want to have. Several confluences aligning for a buy or sell. The more confluences you have, the more confident you are in taking a trade, and the more likely your results will play out in your favor. All right. So I got a list of stuff that I look for before I take a trade, and I make sure all my I's are dotted and my T's are crossed before I place an execution. Or I don't like placing pending orders, but I may have to place a pending order depend on my availability of time if I can't monitor trade or not. But that is all for this particular session. I appreciate each and every one of you for taking time out of your busy schedule in order to listen to what I have to say. It is always greatly appreciated. I would never ever take it for granted. Have a safe, blessed, productive rest of your super Saturday, not so over Sunday. Know that I love you, and as I always like to say, God created us on purpose to fulfill a purpose. So what purpose are you willing to fulfill? And always remember, don't be one of many, be the one. Signing off. See y'all next time.